Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn futures movement. Corn gave up a nickel yesterday, and the values are now approaching the lows of 2023. Soybeans, on the other hand, rallied to close up 12 to 13 cents by the bushel. USDA reported new export sales for the period, October the 20th through the 26th, 30 million bushels, more or less what the trade was expecting. New bean export sales were over 1 million metric tons at 37.1 million bushel. New export milo sales were a new marketing year high, 14.9 million bushels, with most of that going to the Communist Chinese, and then another destination of unknown origin, most likely again the Communist Chinese. It is interesting that local cash bids at the Texas Gulf, particularly delivered to Corpus Christi, in no way currently reflect the jump in export demand from the Chinese. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM remains closed for Milo trucks until further notice. Timco and the Andersons in Houston are open weekdays 7 to 3. For help marketing your grains, it's 1-800-2-TUGGLE, 361-852-5207. John Tuggle & Company Corp. We're on the line with Jody Fry from Producers and Cargill San Angelo. Jody, how did the cattle sale turn out?
Went good. You know, the sun come out Tuesday evening and Wednesday, and we sure had some cattle come in, better numbers than that real short sale we'd had the week before. We almost made 700. 685 was the total today. Had some better quality calves, and they sold better. Calves and yearlings calling those firm to $5 higher. Like I said, improved demand and improved quality at today's sale. Slaughter cows and bulls calling those firm to $3 higher. Had several of those heavyweight and high yielding slaughter cows there today. Another limited offering of replacement type cows sold steady to slightly higher. Better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds, from $195 all the way up to a high of near $275, mostly $215 to $235. Better quality heifer calves, 400 to 600 pounds, from $190 to a high of over $250, mostly $205 to $225. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding, 73 to 95. Several of the highest yielding slaughter cows from 96 to 106. Thin or very low yielding cows, including some of the longhorn cows, from 55 to 70. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding from 90 to 108. Some of the highest yielding bulls from 109 all the way up to a high of 129. Cow-calf pairs, just a few average quality single pairs, anywhere from 1,050 to a high of 1,700.
Do you know of anything for next week?
Well, the weather won't hold us back. Beautiful weekend's what they're calling for. If the sheep and goats are out there, we should see some. Of course, it is opening weekend of deer season. That may limit some to the south and southwest and that old big country down that direction. But as far as these little mom and pop deals, I expect good. The way the market was, that should bring some of them to town. I'd expect at least 4,000 or more, hopefully more than that. Cattle deal the same way. We know of a few calves coming next week to that special calf sale. Of course, in conjunction with the regular Thursday sale, I'd be thinking at least 800 or more next Thursday.
Jody Fry, tell everybody how to get a hold of you in San Angelo.
You bet. Office phone's 325-653-3371. Mobile phone's 234-7895.
Jody, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at the meat moves from yesterday. National pork carcass cutout value in the afternoon on Thursday, 91 higher at 87.41. Federally inspected hog slaughter, 1.931 million head for the week through Thursday. That was down 10,000 from last week. As we look toward the beef side of the meat equation, we see that the box beef quotes were 304.53 and 274.34. After choice was 235 higher, the select fell by 421. USDA's estimated federal cattle slaughter, 496,000 head through Thursday. That's about 6,000 below last week. As we look toward cash trade, it still remains unestablished. According to barchart.com, as we look toward DTN, asking prices remain at $294 dressed in the north, $188 in the south on a live basis. A few bids seen at the north in $290 to $292. There seems to be very little incentive for sellers to show any interest at this point, and they could hold out until late today, Friday the 3rd. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how did the sale go in San Saba?
You bet, Larry. We ended up having a really good run day. I thought a very, very choice offering of cattle. We we ended up right at 2,400 head of cattle. I thought demand was just extremely strong, and activity was good from the start to the finish. Quality ran very deep and grouped up a lot of cattle in really good deals, and lots of wean cattle here today too. I thought we looked at the market as compared to last week. Stocker steers were mostly $10 to $15 higher, maybe some instances $18 higher. I had a group of steers today. There's 15 head, one draft weighed right at 491 at 298 today. Darnold's little light cattle out at 1463. I thought the stocker heifers, they were probably $18 to $20 higher. I think like lighter cattle mainly really increased demand as we've got wheat fields and oat fields and all that available grazing through different parts of Texas and also through Oklahoma too now. I thought when you get into the feeder steers, they were probably 10 to 15 higher compared to last week. Had a group of steers, real good choice set. The black steers weighed 662 today at 260 a pound, dollared out $1,721 some change. Also had a really good set of black steers, weighed 848 at 220 a pound, right at $1,866 on those. I thought the feeder heifers, they were probably $8 to $15 higher. Packer cows were probably steady to $3 higher, and bulls were all $3 higher also. I thought pairs and bred cows were in strong demand, with some of them being kind of $300 to $400 higher compared to the previous sales we've had. We had good pairs off and everything. The Hell's Ranch 25 Angus bulls were very in strong demand today. They averaged $4,629. Top bull today was $6,750. Very strong sale, everything. Good offering, Larry, and a very active market today.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for that next sale in Mason come Monday.
You bet. Give us a call, Larry, code 325-372-5159, Larry.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Ken Jordan.
You bet, Larry. Hey, Larry.
Yes, sir. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil field pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3 1/2, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 and 24 inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We are on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, how's the bull business this week?
Oh, it's been kind of crazy. You know, we got in all them good fresh bulls and had a lot of interested people coming, looking, and picking up some. And just, we got really an outstanding set of bulls here. Coming 2-year-olds and a really good set of Angus bulls, some red Angus bulls, and just good variety here. And we've got a few pole Herefords and horn Herefords that, you know, that are seasoned up, and a few red Angus seasoned up, and a few Angus Charleys that are kind of, you know, been here through the summer. But all these young bulls are, you know, they're 20-month-old or better, and they're really a nice set. Somebody needs something to get ready for turnout come spring or even this fall, they're ready to roll.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you if they need one.
And catch me on the mobile is 830-570-0660.
Leroy, thank you very much. We appreciate you.
You bet. Have a great one, Larry.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor, we're here with Tracy Phillips of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. They specialize in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acreage. Tell us about the ranch at Maynard Creek.
I would love to share. This 277-acre ag-exempt ranch offers live water, which is still flowing in this drought, plentiful wildlife, and picturesque views, and is located only 17 miles west of Junction.
How about water and electricity?
It does have electricity already brought into the property, as well as a well that has already been drilled with a 250-gallon storage tank.
What about wildlife?
There's an abundance of wildlife on this property, including axis, trophy-sized whitetail, aoudad, black buck, dove, turkey, just about everything you can imagine for the area.
Well, it sounds like a western hill country property that's perfect for hunters, the natural enthusiast, or someone just wanting to build their home in rural Texas. How can people get in touch with you, Tracy?
Well, that's pretty easy. They can call me directly at 512-393-9996, and I will definitely return your call within 24 hours, or they can visit our website at homesteadandranch.com.
Tracy, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
Thank you, and you have a great day.
We're on the line with Kenny Mingus from Milam County Livestock Auction Cameron. Kenny, it's Thursday evening. We're going to sell on Friday. What's What's it looking like?
Well, it dried up pretty good around here, Larry. We're tagging on about 1450 right now. I just put out the projection. I said we're going to have 14 to 1800, so we're going to have the 1400 for sure. We already got it. But, I don't know. Probably had 350 cows scattered through that.
Good. Sharpest group of cows you got coming?
We've got about 25 pairs from one guy. We aged them all. There's some crossbred cows in them and some Corriente pairs. And then another guy's got 10 or 15 cows we aged. A pretty good kind there. Got a few strings of some bred cows. Got some open Bremer heifers that are pretty good that are coming. Had a lot of hits on those. And got several strings of good yearlings, too.
Good. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for this sale in Cameron on Friday.
You bet. Catch us at the office in 254-697-6697. Follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel. Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
And we're on the line with Klein Spear. Klein, how'd the sale go?
Got along pretty good today, Larry. We had 654 head. That Packer Cow Bull Market, probably call it $4 to $6 better for sure on them. The good calves and yearlings steady to $4 to $5 better on them. So overall, just a pretty active market and kind of gaining back on the cows, and the calves are sure holding their own. Number one choice steers, $1.80 to $2.45, and those lightweights $2.10 to $3. Choice heifers, $1.80 to $2.35, and those lightweights $2 to $2.80. Crossbred steers, $1.75 to $2.35, and those lightweights $2 to $2.85. Crossbred heifers, $1.70 to $2.25, and those lightweights $1.85 to $2.70. Stocker cows today, $95 to $1.30. Packer bulls $1 to $1.18. Those breaker cows $90 to $1.06. Cutters and canners $78 to $88. And the Shelly cows $30 to $55. Handful of plain pairs $1,000 to $1,300. And the bred cows today $1,000 to $1,500. So overall, a good day to be selling cattle.
Well, good. We'll sell sheep and goats next Tuesday, cattle next Thursday. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for those sales, Klein Spear.
Give us a call at the office, 830-278-5621. My cell phone, 830-591-3241.
Southwest Livestock in Uvalde. Thank you, Klein.
Thanks, Larry.
Bye-bye. I'm on the line with Stephen. He's in the outside sales department at D&D. Stephen, when I look out there, I see lots of deer blinds and feeders. Talk to us about them.
Larry, now is the time to get a blind or a feeder from us here. We carry All Seasons, Lamco, The Judge. We also carry Atascosa and T-Box deer blinds.
Tell everybody how to contact you at D&D.
You can reach us here at 830-379-7340, extension 260.
We're on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock, going to sell on Friday. It's Thursday night, Rodney, and I can hear cattle in the alleyway. How many are you going to draw?
We're tagging on 650 right now, and I have another load of cattle coming down south. So we're tagging on 650, about 150 cows, probably end up with 175 cows tomorrow. We got several good pens of calves up there. Got a good set of yellow calves up, 2 pens of yellow calves up there. And then I got some brindle steers and bulls mixed. Most of them are bull yearlings. They're weighing probably around that 550 to 650 range. Some good calves up there, some black calves also. So we're going to have a good sale tomorrow, sir.
Good. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Rodney Butler, there in Beeville.
Yeah, if I can help market your cattle or answer any questions you have, call me at 361-358-1727, or you can call me on my mobile, 645-5002.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and take care.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a shorter look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle. Milo through Corpus, 1036, Progresso, 1089. Yellow corn to Corpus, 495, Progresso, 575. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, 671.5. Beans to Placido, 1234. Looks like Texas cotton 73.55 on the low side, 75.05 on the high side, across 444 bales. That's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble, your host. You're my neighbor. Good day.